Hey guys, how you doing? Gonna be going over today how to tune a snowboard because a tuned snowboard is a friendly snowboard, and the more friends you have out there, especially if you're learning, the better. So I just got a bench. I got a couple of vices. The vices help. You don't need them. I used to do them on cinder blocks with towels, and it worked just fine. But you're just bending over a little bit more. So moving up in the world, got a couple of vices, and I can work like a gentleman a little bit more. Before I actually start tuning, I actually like to loosen up the bindings, because if you really crank down and tighten up your bindings, you can actually create divots on your base edge. Any of you who have done any tuning on your own can attest to that. So just loosen up the bindings a little bit, and that'll help make sure that while you're waxing it, you have a nice even base. Because especially if you tighten the crap out of it, it can, believe it or not, do any damage. Alright, so loosen up the bindings. Do a little inspecting here to see how bad it's actually going to be. We're going to break it up into a couple different parts. We're going to do the edges in one part. We'll go through any base inspection or repair, like P-texing if we have to do any, and then we'll hot wax and we will scrape as well. Alright, so just inspect the edges. Best way, just take your nail very carefully, check for burrs. We were playing around with some rocks this past weekend, so edges are a little mangled. So the tools for edges, get a file, nice edger, because this actually sets the angles for you, which is really nice, and also stone. Alright, so I actually like to start with the base edge first. I use a straight file for this, and for those of you that don't know, files are directional. They only go one way when they remove material, so I'm going to be pulling away from me. Just set it flat on the base, 45-degree angle, and just start removing a little bit of material. The edges depend on your riding style. If you're a park hound, some people will actually round their edges so they don't have any at all for all their rails and jibbing that they do. Alright, so we like to make our way around throughout the whole mountain. We like to have some edges on there, especially out here on the the East Coast. Little inspection. Alright, my edger. This has two different choices. It's got 90 and 89 degrees. I keep it very simple at 90. If you want to start messing around with the angles, you can. Some people do. I don't. 90. Files again are directional. They give you a nice arrow here, which makes it nice and idiot-proof, and I like idiot-proof. Alright, so just set your edger right on there and just ride the snowboard. I like to make 3 passes. However, if your edges are mangled, you might have to make more. So listen to the sound of it. The sound of it will let you know how you're doing. That's nice. Keeping my 90. Just flip my file around. As you see, I had a little difficulty there because there's a lot of burrs on there. Second one was a lot better already. Big difference on that third. Lastly, with my stone, dip it in the water and just polish up those edges. Side edge as well. Just keep it nice and even with that edge. Lastly, at some of the contact points, I actually like to detune a little bit just to reduce some of the catchiness of a snowboard. Anybody who's slammed down before knows what I mean by catchiness. So just detune, very small section on the tip and the tail. And that's the edges. Next we'll mess around with the base.